Hello everybody. Today I just want to do a little showcase of my Zelda collection. So this is the, let's say, January 2024 update. And hopefully as my collection grows more and more, I can do more of these videos and it'll be a pretty exciting series. This isn't going to be scripted or anything, at least currently. I'm not scripting this. So it'll be a lot of rambling and pauses, but bear with me. Let's see here. Let's start with, of course, boom, Ocarina of Time. I would say this is the Holy Grail. Used to say this was the Holy Grail of my collection, but now I'm just like happy to have it. I love Ocarina of Time, but I really just, there are games in the series I prefer more, not gonna lie. Yeah, this isn't gonna be in any particular order. Breath of the Wild, put that up here. So, Breath of the Wild. So I pre-ordered Tears of the Kingdom from Amazon. This is my Amazon copy. I paid for launch day delivery because I was very excited to play it. I didn't get my Amazon copy for 1 week. I'm very impatient. So when I was sitting at the door for like 3 days after launch day, just waiting and waiting for it to show up, I decided to just run to GameStop. They had one more copy and I bought it. And I was gonna sell this one, but I think it'd be cool. This is my only sealed game that I own. I'm not really one of those collectors. But funny little story of me being impatient. I have plenty of those. And then we got Hyrule Warriors. We'll actually put this down here. Love that game. I've sunk not nearly as many hours as some people into it, but it is very fun. Just mindless, shut off your brain and slash away game, you know. Then we got Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I have not put more than like 2 hours into that game. For some reason, I was able to get way into this one. I try so hard, but could not get so far. This right here, I'm sure many of you have seen, but this was the game that got me into Zelda. This was the copy from childhood. And sadly, I don't think the manual's in here anymore or anything. I have the disc in a separate case just ready to play, but I did. This was how I first beat Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Zelda 1, and Zelda 2. And I played so much of that 20-minute Wind Waker demo and didn't get to actually complete Wind Waker until very recently. Sad. Anyways, love that game. Now, we have this. My sister bought a GameCube with lots of games. It came with everything except for the disc. I opened this up thinking it was gonna be insane. I felt the weight. I felt that all the inserts were in there. I opened it and it was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Now I wasn't mad because that's also one of my favorite games. Specifically Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. We have A Link Between Worlds. This is another Zelda game that I have not beat. I love this game. I just don't love the story, I guess. Because I can't get through A Link to the Past. I'm gonna get so... People are gonna hate me. I can't beat A Link to the Past. I have never been able to get through much of that game, let alone this one. But anyways. Now my favorite Zelda game is not Majora's Mask 3D. It's actually just original Majora's Mask, even though I don't own N64, I own it on here, but I still love playing it on my 3DS with all its flaws. I've filled up those save files 100% so many times. Anyways, this case, because it's my favorite game, became my DS game, like, carrying case. So this is where my DS games just sit forever. I'm sure I have more somewhere else. I used to have so many DS games that are just floating around. Pretty sure Mario Kart's upstairs, Mario Kart 7. And so that's the last of my physical game collection, really. Which, laying it out like that is kind of sad. It's more than some, but less than I'd want. Anyways. So, next we'll look at, boom, my Zelda Game & Watch. I love this thing. I love that I was able to pick it up for $50. I thought that was a great price. Got it at Walmart. Boom, boom. Didn't pay much for it. 50 bucks. For this, I wouldn't say hours into this, but I do love hopping into Link's Awakening once in a while, you know. And this is a really convenient way of doing it. I know it's not exactly like playing it on Game Boy or Game Boy Advance or even the 3DS or DS. It's not the best way of playing any of those games. But for how small this thing is, USB-C, I mean, there is some parts of this that I wish were more, but I do like how simple. I do like how simple these Game & Watch units are. I wish Nintendo would do more of these and just keep developing them. Next. Boom. 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 And of course, we do have the boxes. Wait, what color is this? Boom. Sorry about that cut. I'm just getting over a small head cold, so having to catch my breath every once in a while. The Switch OLED to this day is one of my favorite just consoles in general. Let's see here. I bought this and did not start playing Tears of the Kingdom until this one. I mean, I didn't start playing this Switch until Tears of the Kingdom arrived. I wanted it to be the first game I played on here. So this is gonna, don't judge me. That's one file. That's my 100% file plus all the messing around. I love that game. And I refuse to delete my file. I'm frustrated that the whole 3 different Zelda save files of old have gone. And this game doesn't even have master mode. That's the most frustrating part. Anyways, and also, one of my biggest regrets related to Zelda is not buying Skyward Sword HD physically, because I don't even own it on Wii. I never owned a Wii Motion Plus, and I never was very savvy of new games coming out, so by the time I wanted Skyward Sword, it was gone, and I couldn't find it for a good price, and now I play it on here. I haven't had a reason to buy it. Hopefully, I have a reason to buy it soon, add it to these videos. Then we have Crypt of the Necrodancer. That's a pretty fun game. I haven't played much of it, but it is fun. Anyways, set that to the side. So this dock is beautiful. It's dirty. White electronics and children don't mix. I need to clean this. That looks so bad on camera. I do wish like the Mario docks, you know, like the Mario docks with the 35 coins. I believe there's 35 coins sitting here as the little Easter egg, you know, and one of them's got bricks, I think, like the Mario bricks. I wish they had done at least like a Triforce in here. As much as I like how just simple this dock is, I wish this just was more of a special edition. It still feels special edition, don't get me wrong. The box, I do love. I hate that this didn't come with the game. I think special editions specific to games that don't come with the games, one of the stupidest things ever pushed. But this is one of the only consoles that's a lie. I keep so many consoles for boxes. I keep so many boxes for consoles. But I don't know where most of my boxes went. Next, we have the controller. I have not used this Pro controller hardly at all. It sits, and because I love playing this thing in just handheld mode. My OLED, I don't have an OLED TV. It looks amazing on this, and like I said, I fell in love with the Switch form factor. I don't care how much people say it's uncomfortable. I like it. I like how thin it is and portable. Nintendo was smart with the Switch. Anyways, I love this Pro controller. That's one of the reasons I don't use it much. I see how much use just gets these things dirty, and I kept this in a case. I don't want to grab the case right now, but I keep this in a case almost 100% of its life. And these scuffs are from the case, and it's like a fake suede that just rubs, and alcohol wipes, nothing gets that off. I've tried a lot. But besides the Joy-Cons, the actual Switch itself has been kept pretty nice in that case, for the most part, for how much I just pack this thing around and use it. But anyways, that is the reason I don't use this, because that scares me. I have a white DualSense, and but all in all, I do like the Switch Pro controller. It's one of my favorite. Just a pretty satisfying controller overall. I'm not a fan of the I've never really used this D-pad. My original Switch Pro controller, someone will have to correct me if I'm wrong. This feels like a different D-pad. At least internally, like this, more clicky at least. This feels better. Like I've tried playing Metroid Fusion, Metroid Dread with the D-pad on Pro controller, my old Pro controller, and it was almost impossible. Could have been because I worn it out, but I don't know. That feels good. I might have to try that. We'll move on to the box though. I'm rambling. All in all, this is a pretty solid design for a box. This is the only other Pro controller I have bought because I don't know. I prefer the DualSense. I don't want to put too much money into Pro controllers for Nintendo. Anyways, we will move on. Trinkets. So a few of these things, I don't have much, but I got this for Christmas this year. My wife, my beautiful wife, gave this to me. It's just a cool little desk decoration, you know, chic and slate. I like it. It's not the most solid thing, but sitting on your desk, I think it looks pretty cool. And it came in a box with a hat that is too small for my head, so that is going to be my son's. Of course, we have the box it came in, but I'm probably not going to keep this one around. It's just, I might repurpose that box, actually. I like the artwork. I like Breath of the Wild's artwork. It's beautiful. So here we have, it also came with a pin set, and it also came with a sticker sheet, but that's, I'm gonna use it probably. I don't have it right this second. This didn't come in this, but this is my other trinket. It's a letter opener, Master Sword letter opener. Love this thing. I have used it quite a bit. It's pretty sweet. Anyways, pin set's kind of nice. I don't have any of these pins really. I have a couple, but I don't even know where they are. Wouldn't even know where to start looking. But I like this. I like the Decayed Master Sword look. It's pretty cool. Yeah, there's those trinkets, knickknacks, whatchamacallums. Oh, actually, let's go like this. No, right. Oh yeah, also, this tapestry was also given to me by my lovely wife. Lastly, we have the books. And this is where most of my missing items are. I have a lot of books back at my parents' house. Show them off one day. Now, this book I bought because back when I was in, back when I was in 5th grade, I read the Majora's Mask manga. This book is one of the major reasons why Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda game. I felt when I was a kid it added so much just to the story and made me care so much more about the people in Termina, and it made it feel so real. To this day, I just feel that connection, you know, to Termina and the inhabitants. That's my favorite part about that game. It really pulls you in. It's a great story. When I was a kid, I loved the whole Zora aspect to the game. But if I'm being 100% honest, as many times as I've replayed it, I dread the Pirate's Fortress. I love Great Bay Temple, but I do not like most of the Zora line of quests. I skip as much as possible when I'm not going for 100%. Oh, Fierce Deity, let's look at that again. That was sick. That's why I love this book. There's just so much cool art. Like, I want to get a Zelda tattoo one day, and I think it'd be awesome to pull from one of these. I need to read the Link to the Past manga. As much as I'm not a big fan of A Link to the Past, maybe it will make me one. That's got to be one of the next things. Now, this Hyrule Historia, I always wanted Hyrule Historia, and I never bought it. Now it's hard to find, at least where I'm at. So, my awesome nephew gave me this. He had 2 copies of Hyrule Historia. I believe he has the green hard copy, but I went over there one day and he gave this to me. And it's so awesome, because I grew up wanting this book when I was his age and younger. So the fact that he was able to get it and get it to me, so awesome. And I love just leafing through this book, you know, because this artwork was the stuff I would draw back then. I would love looking at the Skyward Sword concept art and the promotional art. I would love just drawing these exact pictures. I would look them up all the time and try to copy them, and that's what taught me how to draw, taught me art, and I can see it in my current drawings that I do, just the inspiration from these games and these artists. Here we are. I've always loved Hyrule Historia because of what this did. I know it is so controversial now. This is where a lot of the Zelda community, as I see it, got started on our obsession with lore and overanalyzing all that is in these amazing games. And I love what this whole timeline started. What? Twilight Realm. Okay. So I've always had this theory. I know I'm probably reading or something, but I mean, reading too far into this, but the Twilight Realm and the Legacy of the Hero. Are they talking about Twilight Princess, or are they trying to say Termina could be the Twilight Realm? Because I've had that theory. That's been my headcanon for a while. I gotta actually read through this, because if that's what they're saying, oh no, they're talking about it here. Never mind. The dwarf is pretty sweet. Like, I love, like I said, I was planning on getting a tattoo, Zelda tattoo. I think it's gonna be something from Wind Waker, honestly. Even more than that, I'm a fan of this book for the art, because I used to just look at this all day, just flip through these pages. The arts and artifacts. I really like how they, in this section, added side-by-side comparisons of the Wii U, the Wind Waker HD art versus the original Wind Waker art. I still haven't played Wind Waker HD. Nintendo, get on it. I don't have a Wii U, please. I miss when the Koroks were fun. Triforce Heroes, another game that I own digitally but never played because I don't have that many Zelda friends. the Zelda 25th anniversary was awesome. I wish they did more stuff like that nowadays. That's a cool picture. That's sick. I forgot that's in there. I forgot they even did Breath of the Wild stuff in this book. Art and Artifacts book, and I believe that's everything. Oh, I forgot my Switch case. The last piece of Zelda memorabilia that I have here. This thing has lasted since 2018, drops and everything, and it's protected my Switch pretty well. So these, I don't remember who made it, but they have these like little Joy-Con zippers. It's like an official, like a licensed case. It's honestly really cool, and I bought it for my OG Switch. My OLED fits in here. So in my opinion, that was a great purchase. Anyways, that is my Zelda collection. I'm probably gonna update this as my collection grows. And I hope you guys tune in once in a while to see how it's going. Thank you for watching this. If you made it all the way to the end of this ramble, we'll see you next time.